Well, so in a nutshell, what do I think about this patch? It adds a few good things, but those good things are completely shadowed by all the bullshit bad things that have happened. And at this point, I am not going to be playing this game anymore. I am done with the bullshit of no vision, being ATGM'd and killed so fast, it's ridiculous. ERA doesn't hold up to ATGM fire. AI that can take out targets with utter ease, i.e., like I mentioned in my last video, the reactors, autocannon taking out a reactor and there's nothing you can do. Super capping, the new map, Operation Tiger Claw, frickin' blows. They give you 2 minutes to finish up the secondaries. Literally drive around the entire map and find the secondaries and destroy them. If you're not familiar with it, you're pretty much screwed. And then you have to deal with increasing numbers of enemy vehicles trying to cap the center of the map. It's just incredibly hard. And I just do not like it at this rate. I think the graphical enhancement was nice that they added to make it look a little more whiz-bang, I'll call it that. But no, I seriously will not be playing this game until they fix the vision. And it's a pity because I just literally purchased this goddamn tank and I haven't even taken it out once because I've been too busy trying to get my daily challenges, which seem to be nothing but AFV and light tanks. See, here, for once, today, I don't have to worry about AFVs, but I don't have time today to do this. I've got to work in a few hours, and tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I just don't have time to play it. And frankly, I don't want to. I hate to say it. This is the first time I'm saying I don't want to play Armored Warfare. I've been there since the beginning when it first was released publicly. Created my account, played it. Felt a little alien about it because it was completely new, and I'll be honest, I was in and out of it for a little bit, but I was signing on, getting bonuses, and all that shit secretly, you know, just not, I should say secretly, but just doing that while I was playing World of Tanks, which I won't even begin to go with World of Tanks. If you have any questions about what my thoughts on that is, just go to my channel and take a look. I've got plenty of videos on that bullshit. Which, by the way, has not changed. Yes, the new graphics on World of Tanks, when they finally release it for the maps, they're awesome. I'm not going to question it. But if you still if you take a piece of shit and shine it up real nice, make it look pretty, it's still a piece of shit that just still looks like prettiness, you know? It's still what it is. But I'm really worried at the direction Armored Warfare is going. It almost seems like the developers maybe want it to fail, which I think is bullshit. And I hope that's not the case, because I'm just hoping that these are just accidental byproducts of them learning stuff, you know what I mean? Like, okay, if we touch this bit of code, this is going to happen. Or if this happens, this will have a reaction over here to this bit. I'm just hoping that's what it is. But so far, I haven't seen any attempt by them to fix this. It's been a few days now, and I'm surprised no one has complained at all of this vision issue. Now, I've gone into chat and asked other players saying, hey, are any of you guys having issues with vision and camo? And everyone's like, yes, we are. It's broken. So it's not just me. I thought maybe my system might be screwed up, my files are corrupt or something. No, they're having the same issue too. As for the ATGMs, I know they're part of Armored Warfare, and I accept it to a degree, but Jesus H. Christ. Why do I have to be spammed to death by ATGMs in every fucking map? Every mission I play, I can't make it through without being blasted by an ATGM at least once. I think the total times I've been hit by an ATGM and actually have no reaction to it has been less than 5 times out of maybe 50 plus games, which is pretty pathetic. Because when you get hit by an ATGM, as I showed in my last video, half your life is out the goddamn window. And that, personally, is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Even a tank like this, that has all the ERA on it, it doesn't mean jack shit. It still goes right through it. And I don't know what else to say. Other than, if I can't spot my targets, I can't hide from the targets and spot, what the hell's the point? Everyone's going to be driving MBTs. Basically, just drive an MBT. And then you get screwed because the AI has far superior vision range, which is kind of bullshit in its own way, because you can't see them, but they can see you. And they just keep blasting. Do you know what it's like when you're driving out in the middle of a freaking desert area and there's no cover, and all of a sudden that freaking eye comes up saying you've been spotted, and you got nowhere to go, and you don't know which direction the shit's gonna hit you from? It's terrifying, because you know it's going to be a goddamn ATGM. When's the last time you were attacked by an autocannon? I haven't ever been attacked by an autocannon in countless patches now. I still have one of my first videos up of me playing in my T62 where I dominated against autocannon fire. No one uses autocannon anymore. I can't imagine why. Why would you risk using an autocannon against a target when you should just pop them once or twice with an ATGM and it's over? It's fucked up. Then you got other vehicles that don't use ATGMs, like the Weasel Tow. An example of this, let me get my vehicle out here. Like this. The M113 ACAV. This is basically, I think it's a LAW, maybe? A light anti-tank weapon. And it's a recoilless rifle, basically. And it's not really a missile that comes out of it, in the sense, you know? It's not like swing fire that's shooting missiles, or BMP, I think it's BMP or BMD or whatever it is. They just sit right there and just blast away with rockets. It's still there. Another vehicle which I do find enjoyable is the XM800T LAW. This thing is absolutely brutal with its little light anti-tank weapon right here that's on the side. It's kind of like a missile, but not. It's hard to explain. But then after your 20 shots are spent, you can't get any more, you're down to autocannon, and your autocannon doesn't mean shit, because the bloom is so huge and everything. I'd hate to be a developer in this game. I'll be honest with you. I can't imagine what it's like, not knowing the code, trying to figure out how stuff works, trying to please the masses like this. It's a lot of work. I give them credit for that they're at least attempting to do stuff, but when you take vision away from a vehicle like this, and the camo away from it, you're making it basically need to brawl. You need to get in close to spot these targets, which will outspot you because vision is not hampered by the AI. The AI does not have the impeding vision issues like you would. Like here, again, I think it all has to do with the commanders. Now let's go back to Sabrina, Washington here. This is what I want to talk about. So you have Camouflage 1. Camouflage 1. Then you have Eagle Eye 2, visibility through foliage improved by 6.6%. That's right. You now park behind a bush, and you're getting hampered from sitting behind a bush. The bush is blinding you. Yeah, that's right. Your vision is being cut down by a bush. And it doesn't end there. Then you also have this one. Then you got the camo factor for the foliage also. It's because of certain of these skills, I think is what's screwing with everything in the game when it comes to vision. If you don't have the latest and best vision for the vehicle and the skill for the TC, you're not going to see shit. I have the problem with this vehicle now. All because my TC Sabrina over here isn't level 15, and frankly, I'm not going to sit there and play through 500,000 fucking points to get one more point to increase my vision or my camo or anything. When before, the TCs had these abilities. You picked, boom, here's, do you want camo or do you want vision? But the impact was, it's a certain percentage. Not, there's 3 of the same goddamn skill. In order to get to where it used to be, you gotta spend 3 points on that one skill. That's bullshit. That's bullshit right there. And I'm calling it right now. If they're gonna keep this up, the game will die. Will die completely. I mean, it's hard right now to get into PvP and get a match here on the US servers. It's practically dead. Global Ops is a little bit better, but not by much. I've also noticed PvE is getting the same way too. And that's another thing that's bullshit, is you'll be sitting in queue, and let's say I have Aurora selected as my mission, and it says 4 minutes until the mission changes, and in 2 minutes it switches over behind you. You don't even know what's going on, and you're loaded into Operation Onyx instead. Yet you still have 2 minutes. This is why you got to keep exiting the queue and going back into it to make sure you're still in the same mission. They don't let you know. They just automatically flip it on you. Let's say you pick a map like Anvil. Perfect for MBTs. Not so perfect for artillery. And you picked artillery. And you're like, alright, it's Anvil. No, I don't want that. I'm going to pick an MBT. You go into there. Switch it out. Got an MBT. And suddenly the map changes to something that would favor artillery. For example, wide open areas and whatnot. You're at this point fucked. Because the game switched you out. It didn't say the mission changed. Doesn't let you know. It just automatically switches you over. And you're screwed. And I feel that's very much a low blow. One other thing I do have to mention is also these little messages. I don't know if they're called saving throws or whatever the hell they're called. Basically, if I shoot someone and I hit a part of the tank and the message comes up, inert component, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I just shot the fucker in the turret. You're telling me the turret's an inert component? Come on. I could understand ricochet. Understandable. And also, between inert component, failed to fuse, and high angle. On high angle, I understand to some degree, but failed to fuse an HE round. So you hit the freaking side of the tank, and it failed to fuse? What the hell? Flat side of the tank, and you hit it, and it failed to fuse. Or if you shoot somewhere on the tank like a cupola, inert component, what the shit's going on here? And I see this a lot, more so recently than ever before. Well, I could go on and on about this, and I'm not going to. Right now, like I have stated, I am not going to go any further with this game. I'll sign on, get the bonuses, and that's it. But I will not be playing any more of this. I'm completely pissed off that they allow such bad things to happen to this game when it's one that I'm actually enjoying and find it so much better than World of Tanks and War Thunder. Well, I'm out of here. Enjoy what you're playing. Have fun.